Hello, it is Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Tuesday crossword today, which means we're going to be solving an early week, fairly approachable themed crossword. And this themed early week approachable edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Matthew Drake, Fargrim, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the indecipherable Ray Grant. Thank you so much to the 6 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, sustain this channel, keep it going day by day. They make it a sustainable part of my daily work, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you to them and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. It is a big help. And if you'd like to help in that way, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors, like those 6 I mentioned, the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses official mug. So do check that out. And thanks again to everybody who does. Thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube, which is quite a help itself. And you can comment on videos, you can like them, you can join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. And having said all that, let's get on to today's crossword. It's another debut by Howard Neuthaler, or Neuthaler, I'm not sure. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano. It shouldn't be too tricky today. It's a Tuesday. Let's start solving and find out. Tuckered out. If you're tired, you're beat, maybe. That could be it. Textures, hang on a sec. Be right there, maybe? No, be right back. BRB. Typically nocturnal predatory fish. An eel? Without further ado, you might say, okay, good. So I was trying to confirm or deny beat, and I think it's pretty solid at this point. A second chance is a redo, so there we go. Something cloying would be too sweet. You could describe food as cloying, something sugary, but you could also describe someone's behavior as being cloying. It's a bit too sweet, and in that context, maybe almost needy. AB negative or B positive. Those are, oh, I see. It's a blood typo. Very good. Okay, so here's our theme. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the theme. I assume it is. It's in a position. This horizontal position is a very common theme position. And in fact, it'll likely be symmetrical with a revealer or another theme example. Actually, maybe this 23 down is the revealer. But anyway, now that I'm looking at this one, why not see if I can solve it? Prom transport that keeps breaking down. Right, okay, so breaking down, we have typos, maybe something about things going wrong. Something about a limo. I was going to say limousine. That's a pun on limousine, as though it's created a scene by breaking down, but no, I don't think that's the answer. Prom transport that keeps breaking down. It'll probably end in limo. It'll be something limo. I don't know. I don't know. I'll leave that there for now. It might not even be correct, but we'll come back to it eventually. Okay, luxurious fabrics. Satins are luxurious fabrics. Baseball great Drexler. Ooh, I don't know the answer to that. Research on arrival in DC speak. So I think it's opposition research is a phrase used to describe gathering material on your political opponents to try and find things that could be used against them. Edinburgh or Glaswegian would be examples of Scots, people who live in Edinburgh or Glasgow in Scotland. Brand owned by Purina. Alpo must be owned by Purina. That's a pet food brand that I recognize at least. So baseball great Drexler Clyde Drexler. I might have even heard that name, believe it or not, although I couldn't tell you the first thing about them. I guess I could tell you the first thing, which is that they're baseball great. Let's see if that holds up. Verbally gave the thumbs up, said okay. So the thumbs up is basically the equivalent of saying okay. Made significant efforts. You took pains to do something. You made efforts to do it. All right, eating it with meat isn't kosher. Meat and dairy are not meant to be eaten together according to sort of Judaic law. And dessert drink made from frozen grapes. Ice wine, is that? I think I've had maybe once in my life. I don't actually remember what it was like. Like some tigers, rhinoceroses, and elephants. Indian, certainly have Indian elephants, Yeah, they're probably. I mean, certainly rhinoceroses and tigers live in India. There are Indian, so probably Indian varieties of those. So that might be the answer. Let's see if that works with the crosses. Islanders and sharks for short. Um, Sharks being capitalized certainly makes these look like proper nouns, which could well be team names, and they're both sort of maritime themed. So maybe NHL, the National Hockey League. Let's see if that in turn works. Oh, presto changeo, or a hint to 17, 28, 41, and 52 across. Oh, no, maybe it's not that. Oh, wait, no. Is it spelled like Shango? Father son surname in Chicago politics. Oh, the Dailies, the mayors of Chicago, kind of a political dynasty in Chicago. And then still standing, so to speak. If you're still standing, you're in it. You've not been defeated. And something happened in the past. It happened in the past 5 years ago. So, okay, so I guess this will be an O. I wouldn't have thought this to be spelled that way. I would have thought it would be spelled as in the full word change and then maybe a hyphen and then an O. But anyway, it's a made up, it's a, sort of an improvised word. So, surprising answer to the question, what is Ecuador's most populous city? Surprising answer. And then Page of Hollywood is Elliot Page. What does that mean? Does it mean it's not the city you'd expect? What would I expect Ecuador's most populous city to be? Oh, and it's got to be oh, wait a second. Change O. Blood type changes the E to an O. Right. So this will be something that was lime before we change it. Quick lime? I mean, that would be sort of the opposite. Quick limo would not be right. Prom transport that keeps breaking down. Something lime. The thing is, the phrase that I'm looking for won't have anything to do with a limo breaking down. I just need to think of phrases that have lime in them. It could be at the beginning or the end. I don't know. I can't think what it is. Oh, that's really frustrating. Oh, wait. Lemon lime? Like lemon lime soda or something like that. And then a lemon limo would be a limo that is a disaster. It's a lemon. That actually came up, I think, in yesterday's crossword. So, vehicle that is just kind of a dud right off the bat. Okay, so I think that's actually probably right. What were the rest of these? There's one here. Let's just look at it. Odysseus vis-a-vis Ulysses. So Odysseus would be the Greek name. Odysseus vis-a-vis Ulysses. Or maybe namesake? That doesn't really make sense, though. I want to be able to figure out what this is, but I can't. I was trying to think of something with Rome and then changing the E to an O, but that'd be Romo, which doesn't really mean anything. Same with Greek. I mean, we could change Greek to Grook, G-R-O-O-K, but I don't think that's going to be anything either. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, so what's the surprising answer to the question? What is Ecuador's most populous city? So we have to change an E. Oh, not quite could change to not Quito. Oh, that's pretty good. So there we go. It's not Quito, Ecuador. And we've used the common phrase not quite to do it. So we've got blood type, not quite, and lemon lime as our originals. Those don't really have anything in common at all, other than that they're phrases or nouns. So Odysseus vis-a-vis Ulysses. I do not know what that is. Instant replay effect. Well, that's slow motion, so that's at least straightforward. Singer Patsy Cline is a singer. Rushmore and Clerks for 2. Rushmore is a Wes Anderson film. Clerks is a Kevin Smith film. What do they have in common? Not much that I can think. I don't know what that's about. Okay, Italian for good, buono. There we go. So what about this? That's just completely incorrect. No, something like that. Wrinkle-faced, yeah, okay, well, wrinkle-faced dogs are pugs, so you could go here. That S-A-H is sort of unusual, except for, I guess you've got things like the Sahara Desert or Sahib, or... I guess this could be no. Oops. That would make this look much more plausible. Odysseus vis-a-vis Ulysses. I mean, it's not, I was just trying to think of place names that this could be, but it's not going to be the case because Odysseus and Ulysses are the same person, so they're not, Odysseus isn't going to be sort of more of something or a sort of resident of somewhere else as compared to Ulysses. I guess actually, speaking of same person, this could be same. Well, I'll be, oh yeah, something G, O, G, or I don't know what that is, sorry. Vague early afternoon time, something ish. Early afternoon time. So it could be one-ish or two-ish. Bottom of the barrel, the dregs, although no, that doesn't, the R wouldn't do anything there. Bottom of the barrel, the worst, yeah, worst is fine, because this could be one-ish. Well, I'll be, oh, well, G, there we go. That's it, the well and the Y are doing the same thing. Blank Holmes, teen detective played by Millie Bobby Brown. Okay, so this has popped up in the crossword a few times. This character, Enola Holmes, I think is the name of this. I think it's maybe a Netflix show. I'm not sure, but something like that. Certain pretzel shapes are rods. Yeah, you could have snack packaged hard pretzels shaped like rods. Assigned position would be your slot. Treats as an animal hide. You could tan a hide as part of the processing and preparation of it. Strung along, you led someone on, you strung them along, you sort of, or maybe a bit of a tease. Naughty and nice, e.g., are lists attributed to Santa Claus around Christmas time. So what is this? Same here? Oh, it is same here. Same here changes to same hero because Odysseus, obviously hero of the Odyssey, and Ulysses are the same person. They're just the, respectively Greek and Roman names. All right, well, there we go. That's it. So to move from darkness into light, perhaps, is to emerge into the light. Resident with monthly payments is a renter. The most offbeat person could be the oddest, probably. There might be another possibility, but that one works. Let's see. Pre-med is an undergrad track, so pre-medicine, if you're intending to go to medical school, might be what you study in undergraduate university. And then what one might do to the rules or the truth, you might bend them, just be a little bit liberal with the truth. And then carte blanche means you have, wide open possibilities and you're given allowance to do what you like. People are often spotted pressing them. Barbells? Yes. So you could be doing presses at the gym and lifting barbells as a bench press. Okay, if one stuffs oneself, one gorges oneself, one sates oneself, eats one's fill. And Jost of Saturday Night Live, I've seen this name before, Colin Jost. I think I actually can even picture his face, although I don't think I'm familiar with his work. Late night host who coined the word truthiness. That was Stephen Colbert from his show, The Colbert Report. And to get ready for a deep pass, oh no, it's not to get ready, it's someone shouting, get ready for a deep pass, go long. You might tell someone you're going to throw the ball pretty far. Celebrity appearance, say, is a cameo, so someone famous might show up in a film for just a moment as a cameo, and how the mendacious might be caught. They might be caught in a lie. They're being mendacious and dishonest. Astronaut Armstrong, of course, is Neil Armstrong, the first human being to set foot on the moon, and your demeanor is your mien, your sort of comportment, how you carry yourself. Real grind would be a slog. Rushmore and Clerks were two. Oh, cult films. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough, I guess. That's plausible. I think Rushmore is easily one of my favorite Wes Anderson movies. I think it's a great, great movie. And it's got a great, there's a great scene in which it's soundtracked by The Who performing A Quick One While He's Away, the live performance of that from the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus sort of performance and film, basically. And it's an incredibly great performance, one of the great live rock and roll performances of all time. You can watch it on YouTube, A Quick One While She's Away by The Who live. And I'm pretty sure at the time that this film, that Rushmore was released, that recording wasn't actually available because I think the Rolling Stones didn't put it on the sort of full release of that film because it kind of upstaged them and everybody else at this show because it was so impressive. Anyway, it's just an absolutely great performance. And I think the first time I heard it was in the film Rushmore, and I just thought it was incredible. And still do. I watch it sometimes because it's just a great 10 minutes of live performance. Anyway, soothes is calms. You calm someone, you soothe them. And to abandon one's social plans would be to bail on them. Ego is yourself. There we go. In psychological terms. And then targets of pool chalk. Well, no, I guess not in psychological terms. I guess it's just, ego, I in Latin. But anyway, targets of pool chalk. Q sticks or Q targets of pool chalk. What do you put Q tips. That's what it is. Yes, okay. Okay, kick out. To eject or evict, probably eject, to kick someone out, to sort of eject them. But let's try this, Jay, and see. Florist's container. Oh, no, it isn't. It's evict. It is evict. Because this is a vase in which you might put flowers. Arctic native could be, I was going to say Inuit, but that's too long. Arctic native. I'm not sure. Let's look at the crosses. Capital of Vietnam is Hanoi, of course. To illegally seize something is to usurp it. So for instance, to seize the throne or something like that. Here we have brand popularity metric, Q score. I don't know what that is. That must be some sort of, I don't know, intended audience sort of penetration measurement or something. I don't really know. Hockey fake outs are deeks. I think I do actually know that word. Here we have Ehud Barak, former prime minister of Israel. And Arctic native is, Inuk. Yes, that is of course the case. All right, so there's that. And Deeks was correct. Good. So we'll continue on to a prominent part of a bowline knot. A loop, I guess, probably. Never really learned about making different knots, but L makes it seem like that's the answer. A particle in an electrolyte would be an ion, so a charged particle. Pretentious, moi, you might say, in sort of faux indignance. Choose with for would be to opt for something. And then finally, a foul mood is a snit, a bit of a pet. And that's it. Oh, I missed my 2,000-day streak. I just noticed people did congratulate me on the 2,000-day streak in the comments, so thank you if you did. I just completely didn't notice until just now. Well, no, I did notice the comments, but I didn't notice at the time on the day. Anyway, and then I forgot to mention it yesterday as well. So that was the Tuesday crossword, and very nice theme. Presto changeo. We're going to change. Oh, I see why they've spelled it this way. Sorry, I'm a bit slow here. I was thinking this is a strange way to spell changeo, but it's actually good because it's self-referential. It's sort of the same operation as applied on itself. We've taken the word change, a common word, and we've swapped the E for an O and made changeo. So this is actually the correct way to spell this in the context of this particular theme. That's better than if they'd spelled it the way I would have expected. And we've constructed 4 punny phrases. So blood type becomes blood typo. Same here becomes same hero. That one really threw me for a loop. Not quite becomes not keto. And finally, lemon lime becomes lemon limo. There we go. 4 punny phrases that themselves can be solved sort of individually just as puns, but this is a case where it's very helpful to understand what the theme is about in order to get these phrases. I'm sure you could do it just with the crosses and puzzling through, but you'd want to know the theme. So on a Tuesday, you never know, it could go either way. And that was the Tuesday crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow for the midweek, mid-difficulty edition of the New York Times crossword and the Daily Solve. So join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Tuesday. Take care.